I do know what's happening online with Nikocado and Stephanie Sue. These are real people that he attacks and and manipulates, and it's not okay. I did contact her, and I did let her know that I'm happy that she's okay. I saw Nikocado's response video, and I just watched Stephanie's response to his response video, and I just have to say that I am so proud of Stephanie. He really is a master manipulator. He knows how to twist things, and he finally just messed with the wrong person. On top of all the things that I was going through last year, I had a sponsorship who did things to me that they should never have did to me. I was dealing with something with my body. I lost my hair, at all. And I think he knew that. I think he knew that I wasn't in a good place. All the videos I was posting about my mom, it's too much for me. I couldn't deal with it. I think she stood up for herself, and she stood up for people who have been victims of Nikocado, because it's not just me. It's not just the man in New York. It's Divine Munchies. And imagine the amount of people who've done videos with him who have maybe said something a little bit out of line and who are scared to speak against him. And that's exactly why I never did a collab video with him. That's why I will never do a collab video with him. So sorry again, Stephanie. If you watch this, you might not. But I'm sorry that Stephanie had to go through this. It's sad because people like Nikocado are in our politics, are in our, are in work, are in school. And it's scary to have people like him. I really hope that he learns from this situation. I hope he becomes better. Because, I think he has it in him to be a good person. I don't know what has happened in his life that has made him want to hurt people so much as he does. I'm not really in the train of thought to make a response to this, but I really want to. And I'm happy that someone with a large enough platform finally has people attention, because people with smaller platforms than I, or people who just didn't have the courage or the strength to talk about it, all got silence.
Welcome back to my channel. In conclusion to what Veronica Wang said about the situation that is revolving Nikocado Avocado and of course Stephanie Sue, I just want to first just say I'm just so proud of everyone to talk about this situation, and not necessarily in the aspect of breaking down somebody and taking Nikocado Avocado's platform away, but in the aspect of actually spreading awareness about this, because the tendencies that we see in Nikocado Avocado is absolutely something that we see in many different areas of life, whether that is work, school, politics, like Veronica said. And just to be very clear, that narcissistic personality disorder, and I'm not saying that Nikocado Avocado has that, but those tendencies are not necessarily curable. It's almost impossible for these entities to even see that they're doing anything wrong due to the low levels of empathy and the high levels of insecurity. It's just almost it just doesn't even make sense to them that people would even see that what they're doing is wrong. And it really is something that is increasing, and it's increasing because of the lack of care of the children that we're bringing into this world. Those abandonment issues and that neglection and all of that, it really builds up to so much different things, and so many different negative things, such as like an inflated sense of self-importance and just feeling as if, you're better than other people, when in reality it's like, well, no, you're just like everybody else, but you just don't want to feel that or think that because you already had that abandonment or that neglection or whatever that trauma may have been earlier on. But the sense of entitlement that these people have, and just the tendency of just being extremely like arrogant and boastful and just really prone to like belittling other people, this is things that they literally cannot see that they're doing. It's almost something that it takes a while to develop. It's not just you wake up and you're narcissistic, or you just wake up and you just have these like random, outbursts towards people. It's really not. And it does take a really, special treatment to fix and kind of, how do I say, like, embrace these individuals. So with that being said, I just want to just say, one, happy new year. Because wow, it's been like a jam full, drama full, crazy beginning of 2020, and that's in just so many different aspects of so many different lives. But I do want to say thank you for just being aware of this situation. I think a lot of people are one going to ignore it, especially those that don't care about YouTube. But I think it is something we need to talk about, and I just want to kind of use my voice to kind of stretch out and say again and reiterate that let's continue this conversation because again this is something that's invisible, that it does take somebody of Stephanie's statue or even just a statue of multiple different people to really highlight and show these sort of tendencies because they're not healthy and they're not natural, and they are something that we need to be aware of, and we need to understand that not just people with YouTube platforms have them. This is something that everybody needs to be aware of because you just never know who you're going to encounter that may do something to you to make you feel this alone or to even make you feel that scared and that in fear of your life and at the expense of almost what? Pretty much nothing. At the end of the day, nothing has really actually happened between these two individuals. However, it is the manipulation and the mental stress and the emotional stress that has put onto one another due to these tendencies. Now, with all that being said, I really hope that 2020 is the year that we don't shun mental illness and we talk about mental health a lot more, especially in the platforms of the mukbang community, the beauty community, even celebrities, things of that nature. It is something we need to talk about more because it is affecting more and more people every single day. Other than that, guys, I will see you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.